PWCC is a great way to sell your sports cards. If you're looking for a way to support the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel, consider using the promo code Cajun, all caps, C-A-J-U-N, when you're selling your cards on the PWCC marketplace. Hey guys, Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana with a mail day. It's mail day number 122, and this is going to be a very peculiar mail day. It's only 3 cards, but all 3 of these cards are 4-figure cards, and one of them appears in Tier 2 of the Michael Jordan hierarchy, which is always a great accomplishment. If you can add a Tier 2 to your collection, you know you've had a pretty good day or a pretty good week. And the other 2 cards are Tier 3 cards, and some good-looking cards to boot. Again, just a reminder, if you want to support the channel, all the images you're seeing are going to be on the PWCC, in the PWCC Vault, high-def images, front and back, so you can see all the flaws on these cards, right? These are not Gem Mint 10s, so these cards do have flaws, but they're big cards nonetheless. If you want to support the channel, you can buy or sell on the PWCC marketplace. If you're purchasing, use the Cajun Cardboard affiliate link that's located in the very YouTube description to the video you're watching right now. And if you want to sell cards on the PWCC weekly, premier, or fixed price marketplace, I highly encourage you to look into that. Go to pwccmarketplace.com and just dig around, and you can find out anything and everything you need to know about how to do that, or you can always message me and I'd be happy to help. But if you do decide to sell cards, raw, graded, huge cards, small cards, hundreds of cards, just one card, whatever, please consider using the promo code Cajun, C-A-J-U-N. Anytime you make a submission and send cards from your location into PWCC, whether you're just going to vault them or whether you do intend to sell them, you can use the promo code Cajun, all caps, C-A-J-U-N. And a little piece of PWCC's money will come to support this little channel down here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. All right. 3 cards, really good mail day. I am apologizing in advance. Guys, I have not been buying at the rate that I normally buy, so I haven't had a lot of mail days to share with you, and I miss it. And it's not because I don't want to buy more Jordan cards. It's it's twofold. Number one, well, it's threefold. Number one, real estate's picked up. And so my actual job, right, the way that I feed my kids, not my hobby, but the way that I, feed and clothe my kids and send them to school and pay tuition. And my wife, who also has to eat and live and wear clothes, and the mortgage that I have to pay relies on my job in real estate. So real estate's picked up a little bit, which is a blessing. And it's a blessing for any of us and any of you guys out there watching that are in any way involved in real estate as your profession. So that's a good thing. Number 2, the cross-country collection is overwhelming me, and the PSA submissions are coming back, and you guys have probably seen those come back. A lot of those cards you're going to see in my Cajun Cardboard filter in the PWCC weekly auction number 109. And the third thing is, what was the third? Oh, I'm losing every auction. I'm losing everything. So I'm bidding at or above comps on all of these Michael Jordan cards that I'm trying to put in my collection, and I can't win the damn auctions. And so that's the threefold. Real estate's good. Cross-country collection is still a big task with a lot of meat left on the bone. Over 101 episodes already recorded, and I'll probably have 40 or 50 left if I'm just guessing. And then I just can't win a damn auction for a Michael Jordan card that has meaning that I want. There are guys out there that have gotten hyper-aggressive and are chasing the same cards that I'm chasing, and it's it's sharks in the water, and everybody smells blood. So here's the 3 cards I picked up, and like I said, the one thing, it may not be a large quantity, but it is high quality. So you guys know the story. If you haven't seen it, go check out. A couple of weeks ago, I released a video. I accidentally won a PSA 8 and a PSA 7 of this card on your screen, the Platinum Medallion number P16. I accidentally won a PSA 8, which turned out to be fake. And I went through the process, and I did a video on it. I'm getting my money back. PSA is processing it. They're sending me all my money back because they slabbed and authenticated and graded a fake card. Well, that same night, I had completely did not expect to win the PSA 8, which I won. Maybe I won it at such a low price because other people knew it was fake, and I'm just too dumb to know. And for that reason, I actually won a PSA 7 the same night. Well, it turns out my stupidity and my oversight, my forgetfulness turned out to be a blessing in disguise. Karma's fantastic in some situations like this. So I won this beautiful PSA 7 right here. Again, PSA 7, it ain't perfect. You can see some whitening on the edges, especially if you zoom in on these high-def images on PWCC. But this is, and it is unnumbered, right? These platinum medallions are unnumbered. The 96 copies are at least, and this is the P16, so the base one, which I think is the best one. So I picked up this PSA 7 as an accident, and now it turns out that this is the one that I'll keep in my collection. The PSA 8 has been destroyed, and the money is being refunded to me. To give you an idea, and I will start doing this, whenever I pick up a Tier 2 or Tier 3 card, I want to kind of share it with you guys. Here's this Platinum Medallion right here, up here on your screen, just to the left of the Vintage 61s, right? It is in the top row on Tier 2, page 2 of your Cajun Cardboard Michael Jordan Hierarchy posters. If you are lucky enough to own one of those, posters are still available, by the way. But as you can see, this is one of many platinum medallions. There are 6 in total, starting with right here, just to the right of the Noise Boys. And then you've got those 6 platinum medallions in a row. A lot of people, you know, platinum medallion, you're either a platinum medallion guy or you're a legacy collection guy, right? Because there's a series of those cards, 7 legacies and 6 platinum medallions. But just to show you my platinum medallion family, here's the other member of my platinum medallion family. It's the 1998 Ultra card number 8. And this one is serial numbered to only 99 right there. So 2 great cards. I got a PSA 8 and a PSA 7. 2 down, 4 to go, and that's kind of where I stand on that card. Love the card, love the bedazzled script down there at the bottom, and you can always tell in the top left, if you can kind of see that shimmer action that you got on the Ultra logo, that's kind of how you can tell a platinum medallion from a normal. By the way, I have a great story that I'm about to do a video on about the cross-country collection and a missing platinum medallion. So stay tuned for that. You're really going to enjoy this story. And again, once again, you guys will conclude just how dumb and or too busy and distracted I am. Next card is the this is the Josh Dawson Northeast Sports Card Special, right? This is a card that Josh Dawson initially said, we got to have this in Tier 2 of the Cajun Cardboard Hierarchy, and then I overruled him. I vetoed him. I said, it's the Cajun Cardboard Hierarchy. It's not the Northeast Sports Card Hierarchy. And I told Josh, this can't be in Tier 2. There's just too many cards knocking on the door that need to bump this one. So we moved this down to Tier 3, page 5. This is the 1997 SPX promotion. A lot of people refer to it as the rounded die cut because, as you can see on the right and on the left, those are like, you know, oval type die cuts. This is a PSA 9 copy, a very rare card, a very difficult card to find. 9's kind of a pretty generous grade. Edges are typically worn on this one. As you can see, they are at the top, and it's an old grade, so maybe that's why they were a little more lenient. But this is a buy the card, not the grade type card, and you guys know that. This card you'll find on Tier 3, page 5 of your Cajun Cardboard Michael Jordan Hierarchy posters. Right there between the Skyview and the Interlake, which made some noise last night on Instagram when somebody alleged that the Interlake should be a Tier 1 card. But it was a person who knew nothing about Michael Jordan cards. So, you know, you just kind of reply and then keep scrolling. So there's your SPX promotion. So that's card number 2 of this mail day. A 4-figure card as well. Again, no cheap cards in Tier 2. And certainly many of the cards in Tier 3 can get wildly expensive as well. And then the last card's the card, I might be more excited about this one even than the Platinum Medallion. It's a Tier 3 card, but this is one of Nat Turner's favorite cards. And it's also a card that I think he averred maybe belongs in Tier 2. And he may be right. It is the 96 Bowman's Best Atomic Refractor PSA 9. And you can see the best cut is down here. There's your cut right there. Just an interesting little die cut portion right there in the bottom right. Bowman's Best from 96 is really badass, really cool. This is an atomic refractor. Jordan, I think, has 8 atomic refractors. I might be off on that, but I think it's 8. But I am slightly forgetful. It appears on the same page, Tier 3, page 5, bottom left, just to the left of the Topps Finest refractor right there, and just below the Scoring Kings right above it. So down here in the bottom left corner, you'll see that Bowman's Best Cuts refractor. So that's card 3 pickup. And again, these cards are tough to find. These cards, green, 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 green. This one has impeccable color, and so that's why this one appealed to me. And you guys are probably watching saying, Cardboard Cajun, this is really rare. You picked up 3 cards, and none of these cards are PSA 10s. And it's a conscious effort that I've made to push further into the hierarchy. and even accept some lower grades in cards where, you know, maybe the premium for that PSA 10 is just too damn high. It's just not worth it. You know, I think, you know, we can look it up real quick. A 1996 Ultra Platinum Medallion PSA 10. Let's just see what the other grades have sold for. This should give you an example. I think I paid about $1,500, maybe $1,300 for my 1996 Ultra Platinum Jordan PSA 10. There you go. So no, that's not it. There we go. 22,000 for a PSA 10. I think I paid 12 or 1,300 for my PSA 7. So that should give you guys some idea of the disparity, you know, and the trouble you can get into if you're looking for PSA 10s only, right? I wonder what a PSA 9 is sold for. Let's see what a PSA 9 sold for. No results. Oh, because I have a 10 in there. That's because I'm dumb. Here we go. Let's pull that. Let's check out the PSA 9. Here's the last PSA 9, $4,450. So still one fourth of the price for a PSA 7 as a PSA 9. Now look, here's the the question is, will Cajun, if a PSA 9 comes up and you can pick it up for $4,450, would you do it? Probably. I probably would. And then the PSA 7 would go for sale. And that's kind of how I'm growing my Cajun Cardboard Hierarchy PC. I'm collecting using the hierarchy as a checklist. And you know, as higher grades become available, if the price makes sense and the premium is not too egregious, I'll look into it. But if it is, I'll move on to the next card because there's so many cards I don't have. One day, you know, God willing, I'll have all the cards except probably two. The green credentials and the green PMG, I'll probably never have those, right? Unless something wild happens. But one day I'll have, you know, the majority of the cards, and I'll have to start looking at just upgrading by grade, right? Replacing lower graded copies with higher graded copies. That day might come one day, but who knows how old I'll be when that day comes, because there is a lot of cards. 27 times 14 is a lot of cards. A lot of meaningful, a lot of valuable Michael Jordan cards, so I'll probably never get to that point. But anyway, I am going to do a video really soon. I'm going to get Josh Dawson back on the channel to talk about the Cajun Cardboard Hierarchy and what cards he's picked up since we concluded filming the Hierarchy project about a year ago. And then we'll also take a look at my updated, images and my, I can do a little slide thing where we go from image to image, all 14 pages, and I can show you guys which cards I do and don't own. And then just kind of talk through some of the cards that I'm still looking at that you guys also might be looking at. It's always just fun to look at it and look at the images and talk about some of the cards and what they mean and what, auctions I've lost trying to pick up those cards and what direction I'm headed in my PC. So again, thank you guys as always for joining me on this mail day. Remember, if you want to support the channel, there's one way is to subscribe. That's free. Hit the like button. That's free. Hit the bell icon for notifications when new videos drop, which is every single day and then some. More than 365 videos a year. If this is your first time listening to my channel, yes, I said over 365 videos per year, 2 years running. And then the other way is just to go into my YouTube description and just pick one of those 4 ways to support the channel as well. I appreciate you guys watching. Keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and peace.